What's going on, guys? It's Arkham Guys back again. I was originally going to do a deck profile of Draco Pals that I had built, but I decided to scrap that after the ban list came out because I was main decking 3 chicken games, 3 wavering guys, 3 the other card, Draco Face Off, 2 Ignisters, all that. So I decided to scrap that after the ban list came out because there's no point of me putting it up after the ban list. So we're just going to do a discussion on the ban list that just hit for April 11th. Me personally, I don't like the list. I don't like it one bit. I think Monarch should have got touched, and I knew they weren't going to touch Cosmo because of Shining Victories coming out, and me personally, I would have liked them to have a ban list a little bit after Shining Victories. Give Cosmo time to play their new cards, unlike what they did to Pepe. So with that being said, we are going to be talking about the April 11th, 2016 ban list. To start off, I would like to say chicken games. I don't think that deserve to get banned, just because Monarch OTK fucking Magical Explosion decided to pop up with chicken games and upstarts. Now, instead of doing away with Magical Explosion and Life Equalizer, they cut tech cards that are put in various decks. To me, I don't understand that and I don't agree with it. Some people might say, oh, it's for the upcoming meta, per se. There's no need to hit cards that are coming up in the upcoming meta if we don't know what the meta is. Another thing I want to talk about is the Ignister to 1. Pepe, or Draco Pals, or whatever you might want to call it, is going to have a problem with Monarchs. Yeah, Utopia Lightning's a card, but if we are going up against Cosmo, Cosmo has different untargetable outs to Ignister and Lightning and all that good stuff. I don't think Draco Pals deserved to got hit again. I mean, Wavering Eyes, I do agree with Wavering Eyes. It's a fucking piece of shit card that should have been nerfed a long time ago. But Ignister should be at 3. Yes, it doesn't target. Oh my god, it doesn't target. The only card in the game that doesn't target, God forbid. So yes, that's one thing I don't agree with. Another thing is BA. The BA is running rampant. It's topping everything all over the place. Beatrice is still a great card. BAs are amazing. I don't think they should have neutered it completely on this list, but something had to give. They got Allure of Darkness to 2 now. So Allure of Darkness can be played in BA, could be played in Cosmo. I mean, draw 2, banish Good Witch. Activate Cosmo Town, pay 400, add Good Witch back. It's +2 right there, just off that. It's crazy. And now they can play 2. Reasoning. Reasoning, I don't care. Infernal, which, yeah. Cosmo played it for a little bit a couple months ago. They say the Mechazord Power Ranger deck, yeah, I mean, it's not topping as much as BA or Cosmo, so why hit the card right now? Why not let it play out and see if it's more relevant down the road? Why hit it now? I don't understand with that, and I do not agree with it. D-Mock is off the list with the erratic version. And Thousand Eyes Restrict. A lot of you guys are excited about Thousand Eyes Restrict coming to 1. Me personally, I've thought about it a lot lately, and I don't think the Thousand Eyes Restrict is going to be good, especially with bringing it up by Undisputed. It still is a monster, yes, but Thousand Eyes Restrict can't attack. So you steal a monster, it blows up the material that it sucked up, and then you're just here with a piece of shit monster that's going to get attacked over. Unless they find a way to go around that, which I'm not sure if they're going to. But as of right now, as it sits, I don't think Thousand Eye Restrict is going to be the meta. There's going to be decks playing it just to try it out. With Norden being at 1 now, there's going to be the instant fusion decks that might want to try it, since there's going to be extra deck in the ring, especially with Pepe. Some Pepe, some Draco Pals were playing 2 and 3 instant fusions for the Nordens at 1. So again, there's a lot of other things that could be put in place of Norden. So we'll see how the rest of the format plays out. I think that's all I really wanted to discuss about the ban list. Again, I don't personally agree with it, but then again, Konami's been giving us the shaft for about 4 months now. Ever since they e-banned Pepe when it first came out. I think half the format who invested a lot into Pepe at the beginning are pissed off that Pepe got hit so fast, and the other half of the format, or the other half of the community, is okay because they invested in Cosmo, which Cosmo is still, everything is at 3, nothing's getting touched. Oh my god, they hit E-Telly to 2. No, they were only playing 2 or 3, or 1 or 2 Farm Girl and a couple Tin Can. Like, God, like, let's get over the Cosmo hype and get on to something else. Monarchs aren't topping. I understand a lot of people, you guys want to see Domain or Pantheism get hit. Again, Magical Explosion, FTK Monarchs exploded Pantheism and the searching ability after you draw 2. But again, Magical Explosion and Life Equalizer should have got hit. They tend to hit all these FTK decks and make these degenerate decks like that obsolete. Then they should have hit those 2 trap cards, because the deck is unplayable without those 2 trap cards. A couple things that I would like to see come back. Construct. Why can't we get Construct at 1? Yes, it auto kills special summon monsters, but again, all you have to do is summon a Destroyer and bust your Cosmo. Yeah, you get the fusion back, but I mean, Cosmo doesn't go in your extra deck much. The only deck that is currently in the format right now that's been played often is BA and Pepe. So half the format you can use the Shaddoll fusion to go from your deck, the other half you can't. With El Shaddoll being at 1, the FTKs are limited. Yes, you can OTK, and yes, you can go off, but you have to have El Shaddoll, like BLS, like a lit hand. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Rescue Rabbit, and I always want to see Rescue Rabbit at 2, at least 2, maybe 3. You guys are going to say, oh, Pepe, Dark Pepe, Draco Palace can play 2 Rabbit. Wavering Eyes got hit. Like, just stop hitting cards in Pepe. Let it play out. Let Pepe do something. You guys keep saying it's so OP, so overpowered, so degenerate. Oh, it swarms the board and you can't beat it. Like, it's easy to beat. Especially with Twin Twister, 3 Solemn Strikes, Warning, Bombless, Grand Horns, like all these traps that are out in the game that slow down Pepe. But we're still complaining about the fucking deck. Anti-spell fragrances, like, there's like 20 outs of the pendulum based decks. Like, get over it, Konami. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Talk about the cards that got hit and limited and banned, and Thousand Eye Trick going to 1, and DMOC coming off the list, and Construct. I think that's pretty much all. There's a lot of other cards that are on the list currently that could come off. Mighty, like, what's Wind Up doing? Like, come on, like, get some older Yu-Gi-Oh communities back in the game. You keep pushing away more and more people with these ban lists, and you're not doing anything to bring the people back. You keep coming out with all these reprints, but after you reprint everything, you immediately hit it. It's twice this year, and we're already in April. I want to see the next format and see how the list is next time. Me personally, I think Cosmo needs to be on the list some way or another. Don't do small things like hit E-Telly, hit Dark Destroyers, hit something, Farm Girl. Something like that needs to be at Cosmo, personally. Again, I didn't invest in Cosmo, so obviously I don't care what they do to Cosmo. But I personally invested a good bit of money in Pepe, and to see it being hit again and again, it's really frustrating. I think half the community, like I said, half the community is really upset that they invested all this money into Pepe, it got hit. And then the market invested a lot of money into Gold Series to get Pepe again, or Draco Palace, or the other 15 different names for the deck, and just to get hit again. So Konami, I'm anxious to see what Konami decides to do with the next one, being that they're going to reprint everything again. Centric Arc Fiend is getting reprinted in common again. Well, not again, but reprinted again as a common. So that's going to be available for a lot of people who want to play the card. Me personally, the next format, I don't know what I'm going to play. I might go back to Water. I'm a big fan of Water, but again, can't easily combat with Cosmo. The untargetables, everything in Water targets. You might have 1 or 2 outs that get over Dark Destroyer, and if you don't OTK them by getting rid of their board and Dark Destroyer, then you're just going to lose because you can't out Dark Destroyer. Again, you can't out Dark Destroyer.